the revolution, y'all. Yep, the revolution.
The revolution, y'all, will not be televised.
Yeah, you gotta wake up, open your eyes,
Make a change in your life,
and find a new way of living.
It's time to start living for the children.
Everybody look into my life. Tell me what you see. The perseverance of a young man sitting is so free. LA Mac, be the champ, but still fighting the struggle. They couldn't shut my mouth with a muzzle. I'm hard to figure like a puzzle. My name ought to be Jigsaw. Rough around the edges, I've been known to spit raw. Always with a pen and a book. I'm kinda thin and I look real suspicious like a one-eyed crook. St. Loco is the city I claim. Not in a game, but I'm bang. Don't try me, I ain't new to this thing. Consequences and repercussions for pissing me off. I ain't mad, I'm just trying to pay the rent on this loft. Short arms and short pockets, I be pulling out lint. So understand why I'm trying to get bent. We all about that hippie hoppy, don't stop me all the way live. Writing more issues than vibe when my mind televised. The revolution, y'all, will not be televised. You gotta wake up, open your eyes, make a change. We just wanna have a good time.
Hey, yo.
Wanna have a good time.
Nitro.
We just wanna have a good time. Oh yeah, no time for the drama. Come on. Hey, hey, we just wanna have a good time. Good time. We just wanna have a good time. Good time. We just wanna have a good time. Good time. No time for the drama. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands up. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands up. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands. I just wanna have a good time. They calling me JJ, cause I got the mic posted up with the DJ. Please no requests, I'm repeating what he say. We got it under control, it's cool like Cool J. Now when the needle drop and the record spin, give me a scratch to let me know where the song begin. His shoulder hold the headphone with one ear so he can hear the monitor and mix the record real clear. It's okay, I said it's okay, cause I'm with the DJ. I'm with the DJ. It's okay, I said it's okay, cause I'm with the DJ. I'm with the DJ. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands up. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands. Everybody in the place, they...
Let's go. Let's go.
I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek.
Lock and load.
Hey yo, my nickname Jigsaw, cut you in half. I'm about to show the meaning of lyrical bloodbath. You should go take a bath, dog, dusty and dirty. When I'm 42 and rhyming, I'ma still be worthy. And I'ma be all-time top 3. The reason I can shoot, cause y'all don't matter to me. I done been there and done that. My stats is dumb fat. And for the record, I'm just stating facts, now run that. Line them up and knock them down. I run this town. It's just a matter of opinion. Now calm down. My mind is like the combine. I only get one time to prove that my 40-time rhymes are sublime. I inspire rappers, y'all call them a MC. The difference my end in the lowercase e. I lit your pilot, you was waiting to blow. You ain't never been on fire, I'm just letting you know. Sincerely Nitro.
We doing 7 ways. Monkey shots to make you never say them.
Lock and load.
I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek.
We doing 7 ways. Monkey shots to make you never say them. Lock and load.
I guarantee you it'll be your very last time breathing.
Double-edged sword, I'll bang your backboard. Dressed in all white, the home team, they clap for you.
Welcome. How are you all doing? Happy Saturday, everyone.
Hello,
How you
hello.
doing, Silvie?
I'm very well. How are you, Andy?
I'm good, guys. Miguel's still unwell. How's he feeling, Silvie?
Not very good, so
Oh,
he needs to get well. He needs
yeah.
a rest. He needs a rest to get well,
Exactly, folks. So because of that, we'll not be doing any presentations today, any giveaways. We will do those, all being well, on Monday if Miguel is back to fighting fitness. So what we are actually going to do is just do what we normally do on the Saturday presentation, which is our full overview presentation. So without further ado, we'll just get into that. Put a bit more detail maybe than I normally do into it, because there's a lot of stuff that's very relevant that's happening out there at the minute, and it kind of ties in with our presentation. So if you're new, brand new, welcome. I want to take us through this. If you're not new, well, it's always good to get a refresher, remind yourself of what we're doing here and why you got involved in the first place. Okay, so G Meta 1, a design for digital life. So, guys, we are involved in launching our own digital universe, and the metaverse is very much a big part of Web 3.0. Now, if you're like me, I didn't even realize there was a 1.0 or a 2.0 until I got involved in GMeta 1. I'd heard about it, but I didn't really know what they were. So let's have a look at what 1.0 and 2.0 were and what 3.0 will be. So Web 1.0, literally, that was the birth of the metaverse, or sorry, the metaverse. The internet was launched in 1989. It became a thing. And it really now is referred to as the static web. As that suggests, there really wasn't an awful lot of things involved. It was the first and most reliable internet because basically it was just a series of pages that didn't have lots of bells and whistles on it. There wasn't a lot that could go wrong. It offered people for the first time access to limited information. And there was little to no user interaction. You couldn't comment, you couldn't post, you couldn't, probably at that point, e-commerce hadn't really become a thing. It didn't have algorithms, and it was a one-way street, basically, whereby businesses all clamored to get a website, get an online presence, and other people as well, just to make sure that they were part of this new revolution. Now, Web 2.0, that really came into being in 2005 and to the present day. It was more social, more interactive, more like we know what we have now. User-generated content. People started creating blogs, creating content about their businesses, about news related to their businesses, and video logs and podcasts and things like that. Now, websites then became more interoperable. So basically, there would be buttons on websites that could take you to other places. There were new technologies like JavaScript, HTML5, new languages that allowed web developers to create different types of site. Now, as well as that, big thing that happened was the advent of social media. It became a thing. Back then, my first social media platform that I really joined, it's probably Friends Reunited, actually, way back in the day when you used to look up your old school friends. But there were things like MySpace, Bebo, but gradually the big guys came into being, things like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, what we know now, LinkedIn, very specific to recruitment and business. And at that point, because of things like Blackberries, people started to be able to access the internet via smartphones. And I mentioned Blackberry, they had it and they lost it. It's just a timely reminder, like for companies right now, that they need to keep up with Web 3.0, because if they don't, something will come along and replace them. Look at BlackBerry is a very good example. Now we have smartphones, Samsung Galaxies, Apple, etc., and BlackBerry are no more. A very good reminder that you need to keep abreast of what's going on in Web 3.0. Now, Web 3.0 is the next stage of the web. We are at the dawn of this right now. It's more intelligent, and it's able to process information with near human-like intelligence. You just don't need to look any further than the mass media storm that has been created around ChatGPT, which is basically churning out information, writing programs. Everybody's going crazy for this. It's the most successful launch of a piece of software in history. Just a remarkable what that piece of software can do. AI systems that can run smart programs to assist users. Think now, this is the start of AI. This is the most dramatic AI happening that, it's brought it to the attention of a lot of people. But think about, we're only at the dawn of this. What's going to happen in 10 years? It's going to be incredible. Very exciting times. Decentralized finance is also a big part of it. Now, a lot of you, if you haven't been involved in crypto, I genuinely believe that this is the ultimate use case for cryptocurrency, Web 3.0. Decentralized finance, meaning nobody owns it, it's owned by the users. Now, the metaverse as well is going to be a very big part of Web 3.0. It's not all of it, it's part of it. Augmented and virtual reality, and as we've already mentioned, next level artificial intelligence. So what's the metaverse? Well, in the broadest terms, basically the metaverse is just a place, a virtual place where you can go and play, shop, interact with people, socialize, meet new people, and do what you do in real life. But, basically, why do you want to do that? What's the difference between that and social media? Well, social media, let's be honest, is very two-dimensional. You basically are just talking to somebody via messages or maybe via flats. We're doing it right now on social media. Myself and Silvie are talking to you right now. But you don't feel like you're here with us. And that's what the metaverse offers. It's a more sociable way of doing things. It's more interactive, immersive, and you feel like you're actually in the same room as somebody who is interacting with you. You get that sense of belonging. But the metaverse as a concept, unfortunately, doesn't exist. There's a lot of hype last year, and a lot of people assumed that the metaverse was going to launch all of a sudden because of basically the mass media really were putting out the wrong message. And they thought that Mark Zuckerberg's Meta was going to be the metaverse. That was it. Oh, for a lot of people, that is it, because the mass media hasn't helped. And virtual reality headsets and all that sort of stuff, that's the image a lot of people have. But it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Now, the metaverse currently doesn't exist. Why do we say that? Well, because these metaverse projects, digital universes as we prefer to call them, they're all walled gardens. They're all fenced off from each other. You have to leave one and then log into another one. You can't just walk between them. So until that happens, the metaverse doesn't really exist. They're not interoperable. They weren't built with the same tech, and they weren't even built with the intention of being able to work with each other. Now they're having to backpedal and make sure that happens. Otherwise, the metaverse will not be a thing. Now, introducing GMeta 1, what are we doing? Well, apart from creating our hybrid metaverse ecosystem, we're creating our own digital universe. We're launching a token. You're going to hear about that. But most importantly, we're building a bridge. We're building bridges between ourselves and other hybrid metaverses. So as and when other metaverse projects come into being, we're going to build those bridges. We've done this from day one. We're not going back. We're not having to backpedal. We've been doing it since day one. A significant part of our mission and the platform is founded on education. Now, another pillar is rooted in networking business development, and we're creating a metaverse environment with the technological, there's a mouthful, capacity to allow individuals like yourself to build, buy, sell, and rent metaverse real estate. Now, we're bridging together education and development whilst creating a fulfilling metaverse experience for people like developers, metaverse real estate brokers, owners of property, NFT creators, virtual event hosts and planners, e-commerce merchants, and business-to-business offerings, not forgetting newcomers to the metaverse. Now, as I already said, we're building bridges. Now, here's examples of that. We're already established premises in other metaverse projects, and we're going to continue to do that as part of our ongoing mission to becoming a bridge connecting multiple digital universes. Some of our locations, well, here they are. Voxels. We're very, very prominent in voxels. We've got 3 different premises in voxels, actually. The GMET Arena is the biggest, and in the GMET Arena, we've hosted Miami NFT Week with Grant Cardone broadcasting via our screen in the GMET Arena. South by Southwest, we streamed a special event, GMeta event, from a rooftop in Texas during South by Southwest. Global Gathering, we had 5 experts, offering a day's packed full of education in August last year, and an event we did white label for Wiz Khalifa. Now, as well as that, GMeta One Heights started out as being an apartment block, but fast becoming a business hub. People are opening businesses there, renting premises. I'm going to be doing that next week. We've got a school admissions office has just started to rent a premises in GMeta One Heights as well. So people from every walk of life are coming to us now, renting a business premises and putting out their message in GMeta One Heights. We've also got Miguel. Miguel has his own cool place in GMeta, in Voxels as well. Now we do some events from there too, because it's got its own club on the roof. It's also got a club in the basement. See, because Miguel likes to party, so he's got lots of different areas in that for partying. Now, Decentraland, we've got our amazing 4-story headquarters, and it's established in a very prominent site. Now, it's that prominent that UPS recently moved in as our next door neighbors because it's a good location. Now, Decentraland, for those of you who don't know, is becoming the go-to place for a lot of big blue chip global businesses opening up there. Huge businesses like Samsung. We've also got all the major fashion houses, because Decentraland hosts the Metaverse Fashion Week. As well as that, we've got Somnium Space. We've got another GMeta Arena in Somnium Space, and we've actually got an entire world, a whole planet for future use. Now let's have a look at the history. In the beginning, 20 years ago, can you imagine that? Some people think when you talk about the metaverse that you're barking mad already in this era. Imagine it started talking to people 20 years ago about it. Second Life was the pioneer for what we now know as the metaverse. And in Second Life, you can buy avatars, wearables, property, vehicles using their own internal currency, a game currency, Linden dollars. Now, Linden dollars are, as I said, they're just a gaming currency like V-Bucks is to Fortnite. You can only use them in the game itself. You can only use them in Second Life. They're not tradable externally. They've got no worth outside of Second Life, and they're certainly not a cryptocurrency. Unfortunately for them, I think they missed a trick. Now, by 2013, unfortunately, 10 years in, they had 64 million registered users, but only 1 million of them were still active, and that really hasn't gone up a lot since. It does remain as the trailblazer for all current metaverse projects. I just think the world wasn't ready for the metaverse 20 years ago. Now, these projects I'm about to show you, they probably did get the timing a little better. The Sandbox, Decentraland, and Somnium Space. Now, we're using these because they've all got their own native decentralized tokens. If you look at Sandbox, there is a pattern that these three share. The Sandbox opened in November 2021. The average land price back then was $100. Oh my God, you cry if this is kind of one of these moments where you go, I wish I'd done that back then, because the average land price currently is about $15,000 and rising all the time, because there's some very prominent areas in the Sandbox like Bored Ape Yacht Club where you can pay anything up to 6 figures for a piece of land. So as you can see, the land prices went up dramatically in a very, very short space of time. Now look at SAND, S-A-N-D, that is their token. The price at launch of their token was 8 cents. 8 cents. The all-time high was achieved in November 2021, shortly after they opened their Metaverse. It went through the roof to $8.40. Wow, just staggering. Now you can see there the trend, the land price is going up, their token going crazy. Now Decentraland, they opened up a bit earlier in February 2020. The average land price, $20. Oh my God, I wish. Now, because just guys, just to let you know that the property next to G Meta headquarters in Decentraland is on the market currently for the equivalent of $18,500. You could have got land price at about $20 when it opened. Now the token MANA price at launch, they launched it in October 2017 at 2 cents when Decentraland was just a mobile game. The all-time high was achieved in the fall of 2021, $5.85. 4 years, 28 days after they launched that token. Sometimes things take time. Somnium Space. Now, talking of time, 2018 they opened their doors on their Metaverse. The average land price was $500. The average land price in March of last year, $10,000. Their token's called Cube. Now, this is a massively extreme example. The price of launch of Cube in, I think it was 2019, was 2 cents. The all-time high was achieved in November 2021, $28.12. Imagine you bought 10,000 tokens at 2 cents. Absolutely amazing. Now, again, there is a trend with all these three. These is historical fact, but please don't take it as a suggestion that Andy here or GMeta1 are suggesting our token's going to do the same. But it's nice to dream, isn't it? And this is historical fact that you can go and check for yourself on coingecko.com. Now, why are we different? Well, we're seeking to be a bridge, as I've mentioned. We've got unique offerings like our NFT proposition, other utilities like our education portal, but the bridges that we're creating does set us aside from other projects. As well as that, our token, unlike the three you've just seen, which were launched on the Ethereum blockchain, we're launching ours on the Binance Smart Chain. It's faster, more flexible, and cheaper for you. We will offer a bridging solution to people who want to use Ethereum and Polygon when we launch our token. Now, we're in pre-sale right now. We're in pre-sale. In this period of pre-sale, you can benefit from sharing this project with other people. If you share this, if I say, for example, share this project using my link that we give you with Silvie, and Silvie bought $10,000 worth of GMeta tokens, I'll get 100% bonus match. I will get $10,000 worth of GMeta tokens as well. Now, if Silvie gave her link to Miguel, and Miguel bought $10,000 worth of GMeta tokens, Silvie would get the $10,000 worth of GMeta token bonus match, but I would actually get 50% as well. So I'd get $5,000 from Miguel's purchase because this bonus goes down 2 levels. Okay, now if you do that often enough, and you not only are you going to accumulate millions of GMeta tokens, you could end up being in one of our top 10s. We've got 4 different competitions. Every single round that we do of $1 million that we raise. So round 1's already finished. We give out the prizes, and people want NFTs, exclusive GMeta NFTs, and they're going to be able to stake those when we open our staking pool. Some people also want VR headsets, and when we launch, people who put in $10,000 or more stand a chance to actually win one of 3 Dodge Challenger wide-body Hellcat vehicles worth about $100,000 each. So there's lots of incentives to share this opportunity. Our token, that is the power to our ecosystem. It really is. Everything. The reason being, If you want to buy land in our metaverse, you cannot come up with a credit card and purchase it. You need to buy our token. You have to buy our token. We don't take anything else. If you want to buy land, you want to build on that land, build a house, you want to furnish that house, decorate it, clothe your avatar, give it a personality, all of those things. You want to play games, you're going to need our token. So the use case is given, it's undeniable. Now we're raising $5 million in this token pre-sale in rounds of 1 million each. We've currently got 5,500 holders, this is slightly out of date, and over 15,000 subscribers. So not only do we have the use case, we've got a big community. Two things you need for a successful token launch. The third thing you actually need is liquidity to back the token. And guess what? We're raising $5 million in this pre-sale. We're taking 2.5 million of that and putting it into locked liquidity. That's unheard of for a decentralized token. It's going to make it extremely attractive, secure, and something that people want to invest in, even if they don't care about the metaverse. It's going to make it an amazingly attractive asset to purchase. So we've now got the locked liquidity. That's the third thing you need for a successful token launch. So we're laying the tracks, the foundations to make sure that our token is very, very secure and very attractive. And when people purchase, the more people purchase, guess what that does to the price? I'll leave you to work that out. Now, we're featured a lot in the press all over the world in different languages, as you can see. Lots in the crypto press, Last Minute Crypto, AMB Crypto, Coinpedia, but also in investing.com online magazine, and other publications in various languages all around the world. I'm going to continue to do that. Now, the metaverse. This slide, I could update this every day and it'd still be out of date. The metaverse, who is involved? Look at some of the big names there. Look at these celebs: Paris Hilton, Madonna, legends, Rihanna, Shaq O'Neal, Jay-Z, Travis Scott, Wiz Khalifa, we've already mentioned. Sports people like LeBron James, Tom Brady's involved as well. These are people are legends. Fashion brands, pretty much all the big fashion brands are involved. Gucci, Burberry, Louis Vuitton, Givenchy, Tommy Hilfiger. It goes on. We had Hugo Boss wasn't on that list. They have recently filed for patents for the metaverse and NFTs, so they're involved now too. Food and drink, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Wendy's, all the big brands, Budweiser, Burger King, massive brands. Starbucks recently got involved. Oreo cookies recently got involved. So just everybody, we're getting to that moment where everybody's going to start clamoring and getting involved in the metaverse. Sports brands, sports and the metaverse go together very, very well. Nike, Adidas, New Balance, Under Armour, Puma, Reebok, Asics. Financial organizations, they're now getting twitchy. JP Morgan got involved first. Citibank followed, HSBC. MasterCard got involved first, American Express, and more recently Visa got involved too. Travel and tourism, Celebrity Cruises built their own metaverse with a cruise ship. I covered this yesterday. So you can go on the cruise ship and experience the cruise ship, the sizes of the cabins, and talk to the staff. All the major airlines, Disney at the bottom there. Disney are building an entire theme park in the metaverse so people can experience Disney from all over the world without having to travel. For people who maybe can't afford it or they want to size it up before they actually go. Technology companies, Sony, Samsung, Nintendo, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Nvidia, and of course Meta with Mark Zuckerberg. And finally, retailers. This is going to be a revolution for e-commerce, guys. Selfridges, Walmart, Benetton, IKEA. Oh, just goes on. Why are they getting involved though? What is it that's prompting these guys to spend millions on the metaverse? Well, Citibank, one of those people I said was involved, they did a study about the metaverse. And their study reached the conclusion that the metaverse economy could be an $8 to $13 trillion total addressable market by 2030. 2037 years. That's not a long time, really, guys. The benefits of having a metaverse presence for any business are numerous. It allows businesses to reach a global audience without geographical limitations. I'll take that a step further. Not just businesses, but we mentioned Travis Scott. Travis Scott did a gig in Fortnite. To date, I think it's now 67 million people have watched that gig in Fortnite. And he didn't leave home to do that. Incredible. You couldn't, there's no world tour on earth that could reach that many people. Couldn't do it. It'd probably take 10 world tours to reach that many people. It allows businesses to interact with their customers in a more personal way, a more social and engaging experience for customers, which can lead to more sales and long-term loyalty. That's what Starbucks are using it for, their loyalty scheme. As well as this, if you own premises in our metaverse and some others, your business premises can actually earn you money because it and everything in it are NFTs. And you can stake those NFTs and earn passive income. You know, normally if you own a business, if you rent a business premises, it won't earn you money, the building itself, only what happens in it. But that's not the case in the metaverse. Now, businesses can also use virtual worlds to train employees, replicating real world experiences to let their team practice in advance. How cool is that? Now, businesses can also test out new products and services without having to invest in physical infrastructure or risk negative publicity. Now, here's our services, guys. Not only are we building a metaverse, not only are we launching a token, not only are we building bridges, we are a full service organization. We can help you to set your business up in the metaverse. Some of the things we offer are metaverse land purchases, building services. We can sell commercial and private rentals, billboard sales and rentals, venue rentals, metaverse event management, NFT creation, wearable NFT design, and most importantly, we're offering education and training to you across all of those and much more to come. So we can do this in our own metaverse and in those with which we have a bridge. Here's our team. We're nice people, and you can see us, you can find us. These are our actual Instagram handles. So we're not hiding, we're not some faceless organization. You're not just shoved into a Telegram group with somebody with a blank profile being the admin. No, we're out here doing this 6 days a week. Even on weekends, we're still doing it. So you're going to find us very hardworking. You're going to find us engaging, and you're also going to find us full stop because we're not hiding. Imagine a market free from the traditional barriers to entry, a platform where you can promote your brand globally, a currency with huge liquidity and infinite usage, and a world where anyone can participate and stake their claim. That is G Meta 1. Okay, guys. Okay.
Thank you very much, Andy. It was great.
Let's just say hi to a few people. Aha. Jediah, Udo, Wilford, Solomon, Kate, Kingsley, Mark, Priscilla, Udo, Victor Samsung. Where would we be without Victor Samsung? Samsung Liang, Jediah, Isaiah William, Victex, Emmanuel Namdi. Hope I'm pronouncing that correct. You're all very welcome, and thanks for attending today. We are going to keep this short, guys, because as we say, we'd rather do we'll do the giveaways with the king of giveaways, hopefully on Monday. You know, giveaways aren't giveaways unless they're being given away by Miguel. So we'll be back on Monday with a full presentation. We'll take you through the launch pad for our token, and then we'll dish out some prizes for those people who have been kind enough to be engaging and keeping us out there on social media. thank you so much for joining us. Have you anything to add, Silvie?
No, I think that it was a great presentation. It's always good to refresh the memories and
Absolutely.
to
Well,
know what the project is
every time I
about
do it,
exactly.
it triggers something that I've seen in the news. Every time, I might have done that presentation probably hundreds of times, but every time I always, when you see something, you read a piece out, you go, oh, there's something that was in the news the other day, and you kind of can tie it in. It's becoming easier because this is it, guys. This is with the dawn of this, and I really, with those names that are going into the metaverse, as we said yesterday, it's inevitable. It's inevitable, and sometime, the penny is now starting to drop with people, and like everybody had to have a website where very very soon everybody will want the presence in the metaverse. Everybody will want maybe their own little microverse like Celebrity Cruises did, or they'll just simply open up in our metaverse, Decentraland, voxels, but we'd obviously prefer if they came to us first. It's up to you guys to make sure that happens. So please keep the faith, keep sharing, and keep bringing people to this platform. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And please, Silvie, give all our best to Miguel for a speedy recovery.
Thank you, thank you. I will.
Okay, guys, take care. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Bye guys. See you.